Hi MegaSport users. In this video we're going to go over setups for the face, jaw, and head. So these actually are a little bit trickier in the red towards the head, blue below, because the blue will be actually on the face, so it's technically above. And that's because the nerves that come to the face and innervate the face actually come off of the neck. So we're going to demonstrate that for you. Great programs to use these for are things like jaw pain for TMJ, but also the skin programs on the face, so acne, the skin wrinkles program, maybe the sunburn program, but also head pain programs, so things like the concussion programs, the maybe migraine programs as well. We don't have migraine programs per se, but the nerve complete or nervous system reset are great for headaches as well. A thing to note about these setups is when you're running current onto the head or the face, tends to be a little sensitive. The defaults onto your units is at 100 microamps, and so we're going to have you turn that down. Certain programmed units that are 2021 and later automatically have some of these programs like sinus allergy, sinus infection reduced down into that 60 range. But if you have a unit that is, say, preset at 100, you'll need to take that down first. The jaw pain programs are one of the more straightforward programs on the face. So if you're having TMJ pain, we're going to just place these smaller pads right over the jaw pain, and you're going to put one on each side right at the jaw level. So that current's going to go right through the face and through the jaw. Another option, especially if you know that you have it only on one side and it's coming from your neck, is we will still put that red yellow on the back of the neck, just like your other setups, and the blue green onto the face. Again, remember to reduce your current down so that you don't get that kind of zapping feeling. So these programs are great for dental work, pain in the mouth, as well as traditional TMJ. This next setup is what we call the head setup. And you have your red, yellow down on the back of the neck. Remember I said that those nerves into the face come from the back of the neck. So those are going to be up at the top of the neck there. And then the blue-green are going to go right onto the forehead so that current actually goes through and bathes the entire head. Again, lower the current intensity so that you shouldn't have any zapping or any sensation at all. One thing to keep in mind when you use this setup is it is very close to the eye. The eye has very heavy nerves in the optic nerve. And that nerve can actually pick up on the current. And what you experience is an occasional, we call it a light show. It'll be little flashes of lights. There are no problems with this. This is not a negative issue whatsoever. Some people find it kind of novel and funny. You cannot reproduce it if you really want it. It's not something we can make happen, but that is within normal. And what that is it's the optic nerve actually picking up on the current. This setup is great for sinus allergy, sinus infection, also migraine programs. So things like Nerve Complete is a great one to use for migraines or head pain. Neck pain is also great, especially if it's coming from the upper neck into the head. So that's a good program as well. This program is you just want to make sure that the two towels do not touch. So it's highly effective for this. If you go over the eyes, that's okay with our current because it's such small current. However, I do not recommend going on the forehead and into the eyes if the person has a seizure disorder. While it should be safe, we just want to be very conservative and make sure that it completely is. This next setup we call the face setup for aesthetics and for facial issues. So its most common use is for skin wrinkles program. So you're going to again have the red yellow down at the base of the neck, and then the blue green is going to go into a towel in the area that you want to target. So it is possible that you can cover the entire face. That's fine as long as you don't have an issue with it. Make sure that your two towels do not touch each other. That way it's going all the way from the red yellow into the head and face and around. You also can use a little bit smaller towel and use a targeted area. So you can bring it down. Obviously these towels would be wet for you. They're dry for our demonstration. They should be wet enough that when you put them into a little bucket of water, and you should be able to wring them out, they should be nearly dripping or just slightly dripping wet. But they don't need to be more or less. If it's less, you might not get good conduction. What will happen is those red lights will turn on, and that's just an indication that you need to wet your towels a little bit more. So other great programs for this might be so sinus allergy, sinus infection, skin acne, skin wrinkles, and those are probably the most common programs for that. One of the popular places on the face to use the electrodes is for the sinus allergy or sinus infection programs. So you can definitely use a sticky pad as well. So the red and the yellow will be on the back of the neck. That's kind of a pattern that you're starting to probably see. The blue-green is going to go on the forehead. If you have an area, say in the lower sinuses, you certainly can move that down onto there, but the frontal lobe ones tend to be the most problematic. One of the techniques that Allison actually uses, which is really ingenious, is she will actually take and put a ponytail in her hair and loop this wire through there so that the ponytail actually helps hold. We do not recommend pulling apart your wires because it kind of reduces the integrity and can increase the breakage. But you also can have it enough so that you can loop it around your ear as well. So all of these are great for things like sinus allergy, sinus infection. You also can use this for things like, say you have an acne, or if you have wrinkles specifically on your forehead that you want to target. For additional guidance on your setups, we highly recommend checking out your manual. All of these setups have additional pictures and descriptions with regards to all of the setups that you would ever possibly use for your HoweRT Microsport. In addition, if you have questions about how to use certain programs, remember to check back that manual as well. If you have questions beyond that, please feel free to contact us. We make ourselves very available by email, text, and phone. So if you have any problems with any of these, reach out to us and we'll help get you started. And we are here to help you be your best you.